Yeah, I had it the other night. It's a bit funny you should say chessboards, Jeremy, because the one I was on, it was the first had experience I had. It was on a chessboard. Well, it wasn't. But it was like, um, well, basically, it was like the house. I think I was in the House of Commons, but I was like a giant, and I was looking down on them, and it was all like the tiny little men and women, and the floor was a chessboard, but it wasn't green and white. I mean, green and black. It was like a proper chessboard, black and white, and they weren't moving in. They weren't like in any particular place. The people, it was just like it was on the benches, but the floor was like a chessboard. And anyway, because I was like huge and I was like a giant, and it was very quick, and I got that the Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, and I picked him up because I was a giant. Like I picked him up like by the scruff of his neck, not really the scruff of his neck, just like by his shirt collar. I had him in between like my finger and my thumb, and I picked him right up as big as I was, above everything, and basically I bawled him out. I get him a right telling off, like I normally do with these people, and told him to make better choices. And then I flicked him, and and he went flying. I couldn't see where he landed, but I just didn't see him anymore. And then that was that. That was the end of that experience. I thought it was pretty interesting. But I did have another one the other week. This was a strange one. I was with one of my old friends, and I was at his house, and I don't know why, but for whatever reason, I had to go on like a racing bike, not like a motorbike, like a racer, like what Tour de France, something like what they use on that, like the racing bikes. And I was going up and down these hills and like streets of Nottingham, where I live. And I was going at tremendous speed, and I was like weaving in and out of traffic, but like the traffic was like trying to get me, knock me off, and I just kept dodging it. I was missing, nothing could hit me, and I'd done this a number of times, and I kept turning back up at my friend's house. And then on the last one, I maybe done it 5 or 6 times, all through these different streets, and like it's mostly all hills because where he lives, it was a very hilly part of Nottingham, like there's some big, really big hills, and I was going like through these hills and traffic, and like breakneck speed, and like just missing vehicles, and they was just missing me, and some of them was actually trying to get me and like knock me off, but they couldn't touch me because I was just flying, but like on a bike. And when he eventually finished, it's kind of weird. It's done me head in. It's like stayed with me quite a bit. I vomited, and in the experience, I was sick. But I wasn't sick just the one time. I was sick quite a few times. But it didn't come out as sick. It come out as it looked like rice. It looked like red rice, and it's like it kind of done me head in a bit because I was thinking about it. It's been playing on my mind, like, well, what's all that about? Like, been purged or something. But I don't know. I just wanted to share that, and yeah, it's kind of like done me head in a bit because, like, I don't know. It's like on one part of the experience, it's like I don't know, maybe like a test, like I'm getting through things, and then when it's finished, it's ended. It's like, well, I don't know. I just wanted to ask Duane about it, see if you had any ideas. Thank you, Val. Thank you, all new friends.
Hey, Pearce. Yeah. Well, you're going to go through funny things, and eventually it shows up, or according to you, how you are, how they're going to move you along, how you will better see things and decide, etc., given opportunities. And so, again, we have to go through a lot of, what is not important or real to use that as a comparison. We need a lot of that, yes. And sometimes a whole lot. And so it's kind of funny too. So I still go through these things. I still get so much. And I just kind of let it be. Again, kind of like a bird on a wire. You're just watching things as they go along and happen and see the end result, how this goes to this and whatever, etc., in our lives, and being as objective as we can. But the most important part is finally figuring out why you're here, having the purpose, and having that focus, that directed focus, and really deciding that, because it's as to where it becomes your whole life completely. There is no personal self left eventually, but that's a big decision. So in the meantime, you go back and forth because you need the comparisons as to what's not a benefit, what really doesn't work, etc. So we constantly go through these funny things. I know it's amazing. It all amazes me how the creation is, and all the effects that come about. But it's very, very needed, and it takes years, and it takes lifetimes. Whatever it's taking you lifetimes to get here, a whole lot, because it's so much to wake up to what's real and to recognize it, to start to recognize it, how it really is, because again, it's invisible, and there is no language or reason or why or consideration with it. It's its own notion. You have to have your own notion with it, you might say, that has nothing to do with any of what we're going through here. But we need this as a comparison. So you don't have to evaluate everything. Some experiences are fun. I don't want to evaluate everybody's experiences, just things that kind of pertain to what we're doing. And a lot of it's personal things too. Working out personal situations, and taking a look at your personal life and how you see it, and is that what you want to keep doing? Is that how you want to see it? You're the decider. So a lot to experience. Yes, thank you for sharing.